All right, we apologize for some of the technical difficulties, but we're happy you're joining us for the Triple Crown Nationals 18U on a 90-degree afternoon in Chino Hills. It is Athletics Mercado with a 2-1 lead over the Batbusters from Orange County. The Batbusters Stith Ball Club roaring back with a run after a couple of runs for Athletics Mercado got things started in the top of the first. We picked things up in the bottom of the third inning with the Batbusters Stith at the plate. Kalea Tyndall leading off. Lots of commitments have been made on this Orange County Batbusters Stith squad. The bulk of them from the class of 2024, but there are a couple of 2025s that have pledged their commitments to the next level. And a leadoff walk opens up the Batbusters half of the third. Corey Hicks launching a majestic solo home run last inning. And that's what cut into the deficit to make it 2-1. Now back to the top of the order. Taylor Shoemaker, who led off with a double, was stranded on base back in the first inning. Both base hits for the Batbusters have been of the extra base hit variety. The Shoemaker double back in the first, and the Hicks homer, a solo shot with one out last inning. That's bounced back to the circle, off the glove, and it ricochets towards the right side. Everybody's safe. So an infield base hit. Taylor Shoemaker is 2 for 2. And something brewing here for Batbusters Stith. They've put 2 on with nobody out, and Gabby Garcia coming up. Garcia headed to the University of Oklahoma, the dynasty that is the Sooner softball program. Of course, the big change for Oklahoma, moving to the SEC after a long and successful run in the Big 12. Garcia from Casa Grande in Arizona. She is one of 4 Oklahoma commits on this Orange County Batbusters Stith squad. Corey Hicks, who homered last inning, is joining her at the Sooners next year, as is Kai Miner and Sophia Bordy in the class of 2025. So a lot of players featured in this game you may see at the highest level of college softball in the Women's College World Series just a short time from now. 2 on, nobody out. Garcia gets down the bunt. It's a good one. Barehanded at third and offline. Sniffin did all she could to get there barehanded, but nobody was covering the bag. And Garcia reaches, and now the bases are loaded. So Gabby Garcia showcasing her speed.
Well, maybe let's go. I would prefer that she was right, but
a walk and infield base hit, and now a bunt single. Have loaded the bases for another Oklahoma-bound hitter, and Kai Miner. Miner class of 2025. She's got one more high school season remaining out of nearby Irvine. Umpires will get together here. It did not look like Garcia was beat to the bag, and after a very short conference, nothing changes. So a chance for Batbusters Stith to take their first lead of this championship game. They trailed 2-0 after an inning. Corey Hicks cut the deficit in half. Now base hit could put him in front. It's ball 1 to Miner, who has retired her only time in the first. And that's outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Minor hitting out of the 3 spot. Riley Hilliard out of the cleanup spots on deck. Tyndall got this inning started with the base on balls. That's right over the heart of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike on Minor. There's not been a ball that has left the infield in this half inning, yet the bases are loaded with nobody out. And there's ball 3. Nowhere to put Kai Minor here in a 2-1 game, bottom of the 3rd. Left-hander against left-hander. That's lined. Left center field. In there for a base hit all the way out to the wall. And it brings home 2. Kai Minor delivers a 2-run double with the bases loaded. And Batbusters Stith jumps in front. A 3-2 lead on their 3rd extra base hit of the game. Man, that may be the knockout blow for the Athletics Mercado starter. They will make a change in the circle. We'll step aside. Batbusters Stith. 3-2 on a Kai Minor 2-run double. Still nobody out in the middle of the order coming up. All right, pitching change here as Batbusters Stith has taken its first lead of the game on a Kai Minor bases loaded 2-run double. Riley Hilliard the batter, and she will face the new pitcher in the circle, Coral Williams. Williams, class of 2027 from Norco High School, not too far from here in Norco, California. That's bounced to second. Runner freezes, and now Minor's cutting a run down. They'll toss back to second, and Minor is tagged out. So Garcia froze after taking a couple of steps off the bag at third, then decided to retreat. Minor kind of followed her lead, and a heads-up play made by Mackenzie Butt, the first baseman, to cut down one of the lead runners. So Hilliard reaches on the fielder's choice, and they're at the corners with 1 out for Izzy Mertez, who grounded out her only time last inning. Knee-high strike from Coral Williams. Longtime member of the Athletics Mercado organization. Right back to her. Still has time to throw to first, and they just get Mertez by a step over there. So Williams, I think, looked back towards second, didn't see anybody covering the bag, and luckily just in the nick of time realized that there was a play at first base. So 2 outs, and here's Corey Hicks, who launched a solo home run her first time. They do have the open base at first, but Williams will go right after her and gets a swing and a miss.
They do a job right here.
No shying away from the moment for Coral Williams. Going right after the Oklahoma-bound San Jose native. And she's ahead at 0-2. See if Hicks can shorten up here. Behind at 0-2. Williams throws. And no chase on that pitch. Up and off the outside. Couple runs across, but Williams trying to limit the damage. Hicks was right on that one. Fouled it straight back. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Off-speed pitch. A beauty on the outside corner, and Hicks is down looking. A terrific job done by Coral Williams. Came in with runners at second and third and limits the damage from there. But Batbusters Stith in front on a 2-run double off the bat of Kai Minor. And after 3, it's a 3-2 ball game here in Chino Hills at the 18U Triple Crown Nationals. All right, now to the 4th inning. Batbusters Stith with a pair of runs in the bottom of the 3rd to take their first lead over Athletics Mercado. Mila Reddy, who had knocked in a run with a double her only time, leading off the 4th. Slow bouncer. Mertez picks it up in foul territory. Both runs for Athletics Mercado back in the 1st inning. They've been held scoreless since. Only 1 hit over the last 2 frames. Facing Liliana Escobar, class of 2026 out of J. Sarah Catholic High School in San Juan Capistrano. Who celebrated a birthday late last month. Native of Trabuco Canyon in Orange County. Ready to start a shortstop for Athletics Mercado. Line shot, knocked down by Escobar, and she recovers for the out. Well, immediately out to check on the pitcher. Looked like she knocked it down with her glove there. And appears to be okay as she's greeted by her teammates.
Could have a sniper drive.
She gives a thumbs up to her coaching staff. She'll continue. That was right on the button off the bat already, but almost like a soccer goalie. Escobar was able to knock it down and get it over to first base in plenty of time. Now it's Holland Gentry, the starting catcher for Athletics Mercado. She popped out her only time. That was back in the 1st.
These are trying to get him to step down too.
Warm afternoon here in Chino Hills. We'll bring you the 16U championship coming up later this afternoon. Big trophies will be handed out today. It's on the inside corner for a called strike to Holland Gentry.
Yeah, don't talk politics with them.
Facing Liliana Escobar. In the circle for Batbusters stiff. Couple strikes now on Gentry.
Like that.
Good off-speed pitch sinking below the strike zone there. Very tough pitch for Gentry to get the bat on. There's the two-strike delivery from Escobar, and it's just off the outside. Close miss. Counts full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Taylon Holly, the center fielder, in the on-deck circle. There's the payoff. And it's in the air to center field. Shoemaker barely has to move and puts away out number 2. So Gentry flies out.
You had 2 chances today, I think.
2 gone in the frame. Taylon Holly, the center fielder. Holly, a ground ball to second base, was the first out back in the second. And ever since that second inning, it really feels like Liliana Escobar has found her groove. She's been very comfortable. Only 1 base hit allowed after a pair of runs came across for Athletics Mercado in the first. That's high and tight for ball 2. High and inside again, and Escobar has fallen behind at 3-0. Dakota Potter would have a chance to bat if Holly reaches base here. And that's low for ball 4. A 2-out walk. So Athletics Mercado had a 2-out base runner on the Mackenzie Butt single last inning. And they get a 2-out base runner here in the 4th on the Taylon Holly walk. Dakota Potter. A hitless in 1 at-bat here. Potter at a Norco High School, class of 2025, a University of South Carolina commit. Headed to the SEC to play for the Gamecocks. Number 16 in the Elite Top 100 by Extra Inning Softball. There's a fly ball to right field. Minor drifting back and has the play for out number 3. 2-out walk, but that's all. Another scoreless frame turned in by Liliana Escobar, and we head to the bottom of the 4th. 3-2. The Batbusters in front. Cowsill here, leading off the bottom of the fourth. Cowsill, Del Duca, and Tyndall. Bottom third of the order for Batbusters Stith. Mike Stith, the head coach. His team faced an early 2-0 deficit, 3 straight unanswered runs to take this 1-run advantage. Now a chance to grow it, as that's foul tipped into the glove of Gentry. Cowsill taken care of on a ground ball her first time. Cowsill from Laguna Niguel, from Aliso Niguel High School. Class of 2026, one of the younger players on the squad. As this is right to Mackenzie Butt at first base for the first out.
Here we go, Kyler!
Go pick her up, Kai.
One away, Kyler Del Duca. Tried to bunt her way aboard, was thrown out. That was back in the second inning. Del Duca, class of 2025, playing in her backyard here. She's from Chino, a Chino Hills high school ball player at the class of 2025. We'll catch her on the middle infield, play some outfield as well. And batting 8th in the starting lineup for Coach Stith here this afternoon. There's a bouncer towards the middle. It sneaks through. A one-out base hit for Del Duca. So Batbusters Stith, they've had at least one hit in every inning here. Could not cash in on a leadoff double back in the first, but they have made up for it with a run in the second, 2 more in the third, and 1-on-1 out for Kalea Tyndall. Another class of 2026 player from Harvard Westlake High School in Studio City. Just celebrated a birthday on the 1st of the month. Now she got that 2-run third started with a leadoff walk last inning. Out in front of this one. It'll stay in the ballpark as Potter pulls it down for the second out. Didn't quite get everything behind it there. Easy play for Potter and right. 2 away, back to the top of the order. Taylor Shoemaker has a pair of hits already. Had a double back in the first, infield base hitter last time as part of that 2-run third.
Go, Taylor.
Shoemaker is headed to the University of Florida at a nearby Fullerton. Class of 2024, so embarking on her first college season as she'll report to Gainesville.
Did you hear where she said she was?
Florida gave Oklahoma everything they could handle in the Women's College World Series earlier this year before ultimately falling short against the national champion Sooners. That's on a bounce to short. Reddy knocks it down, and the flip to Jones just in time to get Del Duca. 1-out single, but that's all. It remains 3-2 as we move towards the 5th inning in Chino Hills. TC Nationals, the 18U title game here from Chino Hills. Top of the 5th inning, Athletics Mercado trailing 3-2 after they struck for the first 2 runs of the afternoon. Paige Bambarger out of the 9th spot leads off before she gives way to Kaylin Jones and Priscilla Llamas.
She was at Washington, but
She'll be their starting shortstop probably.
Bambarger is an Oregon State signee. Will be with the Beavers next spring.
Scott Murray.
You go to school, get a job, to learn how to earn money. 30 cents will give you $1 million. You know, if it's somebody else gives you money, you take the money.
Bambarger was retired on the ground ball to shortstop back in the 2nd. Facing Liliana Escobar, who spun 3 straight scoreless frames after giving up a pair of runs back in the 1st.
That's the game.
And his lifted foul off the right field line out of play. Bambarger dealing with a couple strikes here. Lifts this one deep left center field and gone. The Oregon State-bound Paige Bambarger ties the game at 3 with a solo shot to open the 5th.
Okay.
So some power out of the bottom of the order. The first home run for Athletics Mercado, 2nd one in this game. And we are right back where we started. Bambarger gets a chance to wear the home run hat. First run for Athletics Mercado since the 1st inning. Back to the top of the order, Kaylin Jones. 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Field down to 3rd, no swing.
Yeah, just keep checks.
That is skied into foul territory and lands in between the trio of Batbusters players going after it. Jones at a Roosevelt High School in Corona, class of 2024. Roll through the middle, base hit for Kaylin Jones, her 2nd of the day. And back-to-back hits open up the 5th for Athletics Mercado against Liliana Escobar. So the home run followed by the single, and now Mike Stith is going to make a change. Escobar working through the order a couple of times.
55, 33, 55.
And she will leave with the runner at first base. And nobody out. 3-3 ball game. We'll tell you about the pitching change on the other side. We are all tied in the Triple Crown Nationals 18U title game here from Chino Hills. responsible for Kaylin Jones at first base. See if Priscilla Llamas squares around to bunt here as it gets a little bit later in this winner-take-all title game. No signs of bunting there. Swung out of her shoe tops and came up empty. Priscilla has popped out and grounded out in a couple of trips against Escobar. It floats up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Villegas will join a BYU program embarking on their second season as members of the Big 12 Conference out there in Provo, Utah, long-time West Coast Conference program. Kaylin Jones at first base. And that's fouled back. Dangerous part of the order here for Athletics Mercado. Now Mackenzie Butt's on deck. Jenilyn Sniffen is due up after Butt. She's the cleanup hitter. And that got a piece of her. A hit by pitch will put 2 on with nobody out, so 3 straight have reached. A home run, the single, and now the hit batsman will put some traffic out there for Mackenzie Butt, who picked up a single her last time. Starting first baseman out of Garden Grove, committed to Boise State. Boise State just hosted the Mountain West tournament earlier this year after winning the regular season title in the conference last year. But from Fountain Valley High School in Orange County. Class of 24, so she's getting ready for her first college season next spring with the Broncos. Trying to break this 3-3 tie in the 5th inning. That's on the outside edge. Called strike. Two on. Nobody out. And it's hit the other way. Right field. Minor going back. It's over her head. A one-hopper up against the fence. Relayed will go to third. And out. The go-ahead run scores as Kaylin Jones motors around from second. But a terrific throw from right field to cut down Llamas, trying to go first to third. Athletics Mercado back in front. That's an RBI base hit for Mackenzie Butt. Run charge to Escobar, and the book now closed on the Batbusters starting pitcher. All 4 that have batted this inning have reached, but first out made on the base paths. Jenilyn Sniffen out of the cleanup spot. Sniffen was the Gatorade Hawaii Softball Player of the Year. Headed to the University of Arizona. From Honolulu, Hawaii originally. Arizona, another one of those programs shifting conferences this summer from the all but defunct Pac-12 to the Big 12 for the Wildcats. I'm not sure the Big 12 loses Texas and Oklahoma, but still got Oklahoma State. UCF was a regional program. BYU has been in the mix of late. for postseason appearances. A lot of good softball still in that conference, despite losing the two powerhouse programs. That's a fly ball in a medium right center field. Miner pulls it in for the second out. So Sniffen is retired. And here comes Reddy for a third time. Reddy is a Washington commit. Pledged her commitment in late September last year from Crescenta Valley High School. Played all over the infield throughout her prep career. Class of 2025, so she's still got one more high school season remaining. Native of Los Angeles. Trying to extend this frame. Already a couple runs in. Good off-speed pitch. Villegas hits the outside corner. It's popped in the air foul territory. It drifts out of play behind the dugout. Reddy knocked in a run back in that two-run first with an RBI double. And then had a line shot that Liliana Escobar knocked down in the circle. She was thrown out at first base her last time up. Hit hard, but right to Garcia, and the underhand flip to Del Duca for out number 3. Couple runs across. Athletics Mercado takes the lead. It's 4-3 as we make our way to the bottom of the 5th. Couple runs across for Athletics Mercado to seesaw back in front, 4-3, as Batbusters Stith comes to bat in the bottom of the 5th, and Gabby Garcia, the slow bouncer handled by Mackenzie Butt. One pitch, one away. So Garcia retired. Comes Kai Miner, who delivered a 2-run double to give Batbusters Stith its first lead of the game, or last time in the 3rd. 2025 product headed to Oklahoma from nearby Irvine. Hitting out of the 3 spot. Couldn't quite time up that slow off-speed pitch from Cora Williams, who's done a nice job in relief of the starter.
Come on, Kai.
Off-speed pitch upstairs. Williams has done a nice job of mixing her speeds, keeping the stiff hitters off balance. And has only yielded one hit since coming in back in the third. Base is empty, one out, 4-3. Athletics Mercado in front. Bottom 5 here in Chino Hills. As this is rolled towards the right side, Jones gathers it in. Close play at first. Minor showcasing her speed, but the throw beats her by half a step. And there are 2 outs.
Stay disciplined. Take the swing you're happy with.
A couple weak ground balls towards the right side induced by Coral Williams in the circle. She'll face Riley Hilliard for a second time. Hilliard came up with runners at second and third and hit into a fielder's choice her last time up. Hitless in 2 at-bats so far this afternoon. And the cleanup hitter takes just off the plate.
All right. Only what you want, babe. All right.
Way high and inside. Just couldn't quite find the grip on that off-speed pitch. Williams in danger of giving Hilliard a free pass. Izzy Mertez hoping she gets a chance here in the 5th. She's on deck. Had the green light there. Slow bouncer. That is a foul ball. And Hilliard and company fortunate that it was foul, because the throw from Sniffen onto first base would have been in time for the 3rd out in the inning. Home plate umpire right on top of it. Took that one off the turf and dumps it into shallow right field for a base hit. Riley Hilliard on a pitch that was down below her cleats, able to elevate and reaches with 2 outs on her first base hit of the day, giving way to Izzy Mertez. So Hilliard reaches. Mertez now takes strike 1 from Coral Williams. Izzy Mertez headed to Central Florida out of Valencia in Southern California. I guess right in the Santa Clarita Valley there. UCF just finished its first season in the Big 12. They were a postseason program.
Go Izzy! Come on, Ez!
A little bit high.
You got this, Izzy!
That's bounced to third. Sniffen waits back on the high hop and snaps the throw across in time for out number 3. So a 2-out single off the bat of Riley Hilliard, but that's all. Another scoreless frame turned in by Coral Williams, 4-3 after 5 innings. in 2 trips to the batter's box so far. Gentry takes a strike on the outside. Gentry, class of 2027 from Ganesha High School. Had a 2-run home run to center field in day 1 of the Triple Crown Nationals, but strikes out swinging here to open the 6th inning. First strikeout for Jada Villegas.
Hit a bomb.
And a hit by pitch. That one runs inside and hits Holly. So Holly, who worked a free passer last time, gets a free pass again by way of the hit by pitch. And it's a 1-out base runner for Athletics Mercado. One out, Dakota Potter. A hitless in 2 at-bats so far. Flew out to right fielder last time. Runner takes off. Good throw down to second, and it's in time. Corey Hicks, who's already dazzled in this game with a home run, now dazzles defensively and throws out Taylon Holly trying to swipe second base. A perfect throw for the second out. And that will erase the 1-out hit by pitch. A strike to Potter. Strike 3 called. A slow-mo breaking ball on the outside edge. And Jada Villegas bookends a scoreless 6th with a punch out. Getting late here in Chino Hills. Bottom half of the 6th is up next. Batbusters trailing by a run. Oh, we see it so often. A player makes an outstanding effort defensively, then leads off the next half inning at the dish. Corey Hicks threw out a would-be base stealer to give the Batbusters some momentum in the top half of this inning, and now leads off the bottom half of the frame. Rolls it towards the left side, off the glove of Reddy. And Hicks will reach to open the frame. So the Batbusters trying to ignite a late comeback here, trailing by a run. And Hicks will be replaced by Sadri Miano, class of 2025, out of Hacienda Heights. So Miano will serve as the possible tying run here. There's a called strike into Tessa Cowsill, who's hitless in 2 tries. Half swing, another called strike. Williams battling back, 0-2 after the error to open the frame. Cowsill chases and strikes out swinging. 1 away in the 6th.
Sleep. Gotta go one at a time and get in the bed. It doesn't sound like it.
So 1 on, 1 out. Kyler Del Duca was scheduled here. Del Duca 1 for 2, reached on a base hitter last time. It will not be Del Duca here. Brianna Townsend will be the pinch hitter. Class of 24, headed to BYU out of Buena Park. So Townsend batting in place of Del Duca, representing the possible go-ahead run. And takes just off the outside for ball 1. Townsend will be joining Jada Villegas in Provo, along with Danica Acosta, another BYU commit, class of 24 on this Batbusters stiff squad. It's fielded in foul territory by the catcher Gentry.
Drive it that way, Bree. Stay patient, Bree. Take that 2 days, Bree. You got this.
That's a fair ball. Sniffin tosses to second for 1, and the relay back to first, not in time. So they cut down the lead runner as Townsend reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 outs in the inning. And now Del Duca is back in the game, running at first base for Townsend. Kalea Tyndall, a walk and a flyout. Try and get this thing to the top of the order with a couple runners on base. Taylor Shoemaker, waiting on deck, has a pair of hits in this game. Del Duca takes off. Errant throw, it hits off of her. She'll try for third. The throw from Holly is late. Well, put Del Duca back in the game for her speed. And she steals second base, advances to third on the throwing error. And now the possible tying run, 1 base away. Big spot for Kalea Tyndall. And remember, this rally started with the error to open the inning. Batbusters stiff, trying to take advantage of a rare Athletics Mercado mistake. Tyndall up the middle, fielded by Reddy, and it's not in time. Tyndall ties it. A go-ahead, or rather game-tying RBI infield single. The first hit of the inning brings home the Batbusters' 4th run, and we're all even at 4 in the bottom of the 6th. And she does get it back to Taylor Shoemaker, who's 2 for 3.
Go, Taylor!
Outside corner for strike one. Williams is in front. Right down to the wire here in the Triple Crown Nationals 18U title game. Jones has it, and the flip on to Reddy for out number 3. But Kalea Tyndall out of the 9th spot ties the game with an RBI infield single. And after 6, all tied at 4 from Chino Hills. $18U Nationals title game. Athletics Mercado coming to bat. 4-4 tie in the top of the 7th. Paige Bambarger launched a solo home run her last time, and she leads off the 7th in a tie game. Bambarger, the Oregon State signee, at the time with that solo home run in the 5th, tied the game at 3. Athletics Mercado would reclaim the lead on a Mackenzie Butt RBI single later in the frame. Rolled towards the right side. Del Duca showing off her range and throws out Bambarger. 1 gone. So a big first out. Jada Villegas on a ground ball to the right side. And back to the top of the order for Kaylin Jones. She's got 2 hits, a double and a single in 3 trips. Those first 3 at-bats for Kaylin Jones against the Batbusters starter Liliana Escobar. Bounce to second. And Del Duca makes another play. 2 outs. So Del Duca, who scored the tying run in the last inning, has had a pair of assists for the first 2 outs in the top of the 7th. And here comes Priscilla Llamas. Hit by a pitcher last time. 0 for 2. Line shot into right field. A 2-out single. And we'll give Mackenzie Butt an opportunity. She knocked in a run with a single her last time. She's 2 for 3 in the game. And Athletics Mercado will insert a pinch runner at first base. Amaya Harrison, a run down at first base, representing the possible go-ahead run. It was a stolen base that helped Orange County Batbusters stiff pull even at 4 in the bottom of the 6th. Does Athletics Mercado think about putting Harrison in motion here? There she goes. Pitch low. Throw to second. And in time again. Do not run on Corey Hicks. She throws out her second would-be base stealer of the afternoon and keeps this thing tied 4-4. Batbusters stiff. They can win it with a run. The bottom of the 7th is next in the Triple Crown 18U Nationals from Chino Hills in Southern California. A run will win it here for Batbusters stiff. Gabby Garcia leads off the bottom of the 7th and takes a called strike. Garcia 1 for 3. Bunt base hit back in the 3rd. She'll be followed by Kai Miner and Riley Hilliard. 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Garcia into short left, and it lands in foul territory for strike 2. All 3 due up here for Batbusters stiff to have at least 1 hit in the contest.
Go for 2. She's left-handed.
Garcia's jammed. Williams has it. 1 away. Big first out for Coral Williams. Kai Miner had a big 2-run double back in the 3rd. 2025 Oklahoma bound. No thoughts of swinging at that off-speed pitch. There's the 1-0. Tapped foul in the batter's box. Second time Miner is facing Coral Williams in this game, and Williams won the first battle, taking care of Miner on a ground ball to the right side of the infield. Popped up. Reddy ranges out, and the shortstop has the second out. So 2 away. Riley Hilliard singled her last time. Took a pitch off the turf and dumped it into shallow right field for a single. She certainly has the power to end this game in 1 swing. Cleanup hitter for Batbusters stiff. That was a good pitch to drive. Fouled it back to the screen. Hilliard and her twin sister Reese, both class of 2027 on this Batbusters stiff squad at Alamorada. Line shot foul. And it's allowed strike 2. up the middle off the glove of Williams. A 2-out hit for Hilliard. Our second of the afternoon. And that possible winning run is on base with 2 down. Izzy Mertez is scheduled next. Coach Stith is going to make a change, and it will be for a pinch runner. Adrian Miano, for a second time, will enter the game as a pinch runner. 2025 Wilson High School product out of Hacienda Heights in SoCal. There's Mertez. She is hitless in 3 at-bats, 3 ground outs. 2 balls, no strikes. Corey Hicks on deck. She homered back in the second. 2-0 pitch. Mertez, left side, Reddy has it, on to first. And we will play past the 7th. Still tied at 4. Triple Crown 18U Nationals. 4-4. So we move along to an 8th inning here. 7 innings not enough to decide a winner. 4-4. Athletics Mercado Batbusters Stith. And what's been a back and forth affair this afternoon from Chino Hills. Mackenzie Butt leads off the 8th. 2 for 3 with an RBI single her last time. The Boise State-bound first baseman. 3-4-5 for Athletics Mercado. Slow breaking ball whacked into left center. 3rd hit for Butt. And that courtesy runner scores. Second RBI of the day for Mackenzie Butt. So the courtesy runner cashed in very quickly by Athletics Mercado. They reclaimed the lead at 5-4. And Butt will be replaced by a pinch runner here. Tiare Hoching will run for Butt at first base. Here's Jenilyn sniffing out of the cleanup spot. Her 4th plate appearance of the afternoon. run will not be charged to Jada Villegas, with Amaya Harrison starting the inning at second base, much like you have in extra innings of Major League Baseball in this day and age. Call it the international tiebreaker rule. Guess it's not international anymore for us here in the States. It's just custom. Strike 3 swinging. Big strikeout for Villegas to get sniffing for the first out. Mila Reddy, RBI double back in the first, has hit a couple ground balls since.
I got
1-1 on Reddy. Wind's starting to pick up here a little bit in Chino Hills. Nice little breeze coming through as this is lifted down the right field side for Minor. 2 outs.
Thank you, sir.
Colin Gentry was scheduled, but looks like Romero will bat here. So Romero for Gentry. She takes just off the outside. Villegas misses outside with ball 2. Batbusters will get the same opportunity Athletics Mercado had with a runner at second base to start the frame when they come to bat in the bottom of the 8th. Up high. Taylon Holly would be next. She's on deck. Been on a couple of times. 3 balls and 1 strike. Full count. Little floater drops in over the outside corner.
Win it, Jada.
3-2. Left side, base hit. Pinch hit knock for Romero. I'll put 2 on with 2 outs, and Taylon Holly will have a chance to bat.
No, these are different. Yeah, they are my piece. Everybody else is using
Holly has walked and been hit by a pitch. Only 1 official at bat, and it was a ground out to second back in the second inning. Villegas is in front.
Good, kid.
0-2. Two-strike pitch. Rise ball swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Villegas, but Athletics Mercado, they cash in on the courtesy runner. It's 5-4 to the bottom of the 8th. Courtesy runner out at second, Corey Hicks squaring the bunt. She homered back in the second. Now the bunt sign was on as she fouls it away for strike 1. Hicks, Causil, Del Duca are scheduled. Mackenzie Butt gave Athletics Mercado an extra inning lead with a single to start the top half of this inning. Hicks able to pull back the bunt attempt and take ball 1. Facing Cora Williams, who's been out there since the 3rd and only yielded 1 unearned run. No bunt sign there. And it's strike 3 swinging. Big first out. And just the 3rd strikeout for Cora Williams, but very opportune spot for the 3rd punch out. Tessa Causil, first ball swinging. Bouncing to second. Jones throws her out, and there are 2 away. And the possible tying run moves to 3rd, but now it'll take a hit or a wild pitch or an error or something of that variety to bring home that 5th run. Kyler Del Duca. 1 for 3. Cuts through the first one. Athletics Mercado an out away from a Triple Crown Nationals championship here in the 18U bracket. That's just low. Bounced foul. Batbusters stiff down to its final strike. It was Del Duca on a fielder's choice in her spot that Brianna Townsend hit into. And she came back on the bases, wound up scoring the tying run in the 6th. Big reason we're still playing. Swing and a miss. Athletics Mercado holds off. Batbusters stiff in 8. And they are the 18U Triple Crown Nationals champions with a 5-4 victory here in Chino Hills. Mackenzie Butt delivers what winds up being the game-winning hit in the top of the 8th, and Cora Williams, what an effort in relief. She is the winning pitcher and leaves that possible tying run at third base with the game's final out recorded. The 16U championship is coming up. Stay with us here from Chino Hills. We'll bring you that towards the bottom of the hour here. 5-4. Congratulations to Athletics Mercado on winning the 18U Triple Crown Nationals Championship.